So guys, welcome back to my channel Tech Pahadi. Today this video is only for beginners. If you are a beginner, don't miss this video because here I will show you what is HTML and how it works, what is CSS and what is JavaScript. So let's begin. So far away. So far away. So guys, what is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language that has separate meaning for each word. Now, this was developed by WH80WZ and it was initially released in 1993 and the type of the format is document file format. So we can uh, modified our HTML using CSS, that is cascading style sheet, and the script language that are JavaScript. Now, how HTML works? We all know that HTML files are run on web browser. How web browser receive our HTML document? We all know our HTML documents are saved with the .html extension that is stored inside our local storage, that is our file system. So when we send our file to the web browser, then from the local storage with the help of .html extension, the server finds it and display onto the web browser. So we know that every document is created within the help of the elements. So HTML documents are created through HTML elements that are called tags and written within the angle brackets. This is our angle bracket. So this is the angle brackets. Between these we will use our HTML tags. So these are few HTML tags that we have to use in every HTML program. Every HTML program has a HTML tag and its closed HTML tag, start head tag and close head tag, and then title, body. So between body tag we write our code and here we write our page name. So we can say this is a basic structure of a HTML program, because without this tag we cannot execute our program into the desktop. Now you will be thinking about the compiler, that does HTML need any compiler? Then the answer is no, they need not to compile because all HTML statements are command scripts. So web browser executes all those commands as scripted in codes. So now what is language? Language is a medium that is used to connect peoples, and if you want to connect user and the computer, then what is computer language? That communicates between machine and user. Then you have to use computer languages that are like programming language, markup language, scripting languages. So what is programming language? This is also a formal language which comprises a set of outputs. Programming languages are used in computer programming to implement algorithms. For example, Python, C, C++, Java, PHP, and these all are programming languages. What is markup languages? These are also computer language that uses tags to define elements within a document. So it is human readable, and the benefit of markup language is when the document is processed for the display, the markup language is not shown. Now, what is scripting language? A scripting language is used to write scripts that contains a series of commands that are interpreted one by one at runtime. The scripting language is just opposite to programming language because A programming language need a compiler before to execute, while scripting language uses interpreter uh, one line by line. They don't need any compiler. So example of scripting languages are PHP, JavaScript. Now, what is JavaScript? So JavaScript most commonly used in a client-side scripting language. It is interpreted language that doesn't have to be compiled. That JavaScript code is written into an HTML page. So now I will show you how we can use a JavaScript in our HTML tag. So we have used JavaScript within the tag JavaScript tag. Here we have defined the type equals to JavaScript, and document.write is a function that prints what we have written inside the brackets. And JavaScript provides three places to put this Java code, that are within the body tag and within the head tag, and by making a new file within the external file. There are some basic rules of JavaScript that JavaScript is case sensitive. Case sensitive means if you delete this tag, then it will not produce the output. Variables must be defined before use. So I will take example that let document dot write, and my variable name is variable. So save it and check. So there is no output because I did not give any value. Let where is a keyword that is used to define a variable. Let give it a value 10. Save it, check. Now you can see undefined because I did not define the variable before it used, but after the document.write I define it. So cut it and paste before document.write. Save it and check. Now you can see the answer is 10. The output is 10 that we have defined here. So another rule is variable name can contain A to Z, small and capital, and the digit with underscore. So here my variable name is only small letter. Let's change it. Capital V, small a, underscore and 1. Copy it and paste here also. Save it and check. You can see answer is 10 also. This means this can also be my variable name, but if you start the variable name with a number, then it will not give you output. So never start your variable name with a number. You can start variable name with a letter, with an underscore and a dollar sign. Let's check. Dollar V, dollar A, and where dollar underscore V equals to 11. So dollar A. For underscore V, let's save it and check. Now both outputs we can see here. So this means we can start our variables name within underscore and the dollar sign. So this was a short intro about JavaScript. In later videos I will use it more, then you will know about clearly. So now let's go. What is CSS? CSS is a cascading style sheet. It is also a style sheet language that is used for describing the presentation of a document within a markup language like HTML. Why we use CSS? CSS is designed to enable the separation of presentation and content, including layouts, color, and fonts. This is a simple intro about CSS. In previous video, we have used a lot of CSS. You can see there. This is a selector, and inside the brackets we give property for the selector, and after that with colon we give the property for value for the property. This is a declaration for a single selector. If there are a lot of selectors you have used in HTML, then the syntax will look like this is first selector and this is the second selector, and these are the property will apply same for both selector. How to apply CSS with HTML? There are three methods: inline, internal, and external. So first we will learn inline CSS by using the style attribute in HTML elements. So watch here, this is our simple HTML tag coding. This is our heading tag, and check its output. This is its output. So if you want to apply CSS through inline method, then we will write here style equals to uh, give it a color that is blue and save it and check. Now you can see the CSS is working. So this is inline CSS. Now we will learn about internal method, that is by using a style tag in the head section. So this is our head section. I will use a style tag and close it also. So between this I will use h1 selector and color equals to, let it be red. Save it and check. Now you can see this is our h1 tag, that is red color. This was the syntax to use internal CSS. Now we will learn about external CSS method, that is how we use it by using an external CSS that should be saved with the CSS extension. So let me create a new file and save it as a external.css. This is very main .css extension. So save it, and I will link both files. Link, give a relation of style sheet and type equals to css slash text. Then the main hyperreference href equals to the name of our CSS file, that is external.css. Close this link tag and let's use CSS for h1 tag in external CSS. H1 selector and let give a color red. Save it and check in the browser. It's not working because in the link tag I in type I write CSS first then text. This is not a right syntax. First types text then CSS. Save it and check. Now it's working. So this was the external CSS method. So guys, I hope you like the video and it will be helpful for you if you are a beginner. So please like the video and subscribe the channel Tech Pahadi. Thank you.